All right, welcome back to Fanon International Boxing, where we chop it up about this boxing thing. Okay, Lou Dibella throws. Can you say Lou Dibella? Is it accurate to say Lou Dibella throws Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel under the bus after Al Heyman and Al Heyman and the PBC threw Lou Dibella under the bus? Didn't throw him under the bus, just threw him out of the room. I don't know, but let's see. I think he did. Let's talk about what Lou Dibella had to say about Al Heyman, Shelly Finkel, and them not wanting the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Fanon's International Boxing channel. We are going to talk about this boxing today. Specifically, what we're going to talk about is Lou Dibella, Al Heyman, and Shelly Finkel, and the debacle called the DAZN $100 million offer to Deontay Wilder. Lou Dibella had a bad week, man. Lou Dibella's been having a bad week. That dude is like, hey, man, I know I can be a grumpy old man sometime, man. Lou Dibella is just, he's setting the standard for grumpy old men. But before I get into that to that, thank you for coming to the channel. If you're a subscriber, if you're not, hey, I hope you accept my invitation to subscribe to the channel. Also, much love to everybody in the live stream that comes, everybody that supports on the Patreon. We got a lot of content coming out over on the Patreon. Thank you, everybody that joined the channel. Okay, and come to OG Boxing Talk on Sundays. Old ass man, grumpy ass man, Lou Dibella made a boo-boo, okay? He made a mistake. He saw a lot of money from what I can see. You know, he had a good relationship with the PBC, right? He had this whole hookup with Showtime, the PBC, the Barclays Center, right? Brooklyn Boxing. He was, man, this dude was the promoter over a lot of these cards. He had, you know, so even if he didn't have a fighter signed to him directly, he was actually promoting the fights, the local fights in New York. Actually, I think he did them across the country, did them in LA, had a sweet gig with the PBC and with Showtime. But then DAZN and Eddie Hearn come in and start talking about, hey, we got $1 billion. We got $1 billion to spread around to all these fighters and pay these fighters. And Lou Dibella said, hey, I want a little of that. I want a little of that money. I'd like some of that $1 billion. So he winds up having a fighter or two go trickle over there to DAZN, right? He had Regis Prograis fought on DAZN. He had Tevin Farmer go over there to DAZN. So you started seeing that there were a bunch of fights that were taking place with Lou Dibella over on DAZN. And when I saw that originally, I was like, man, what is this? I thought he was rocking with the PBC, you know, because I'm one of these guys, man. Hey, look, man, I don't cry. I believe inside the streets, okay? That's just how I am. I'm like, look, just practically in the real world, I'm walking on this side of the street, okay? If I walk in the middle of the street, that's when you get hit by a damn car, okay? Make up your mind what you're gonna do. Get you a team, be committed. Hey, man, and just, hey, man, stay in your lane. So he, because of the political situation he was in the PBC lane. So he says, oh, no, I don't really like just being in the PBC lane. I'm a big time ex-HBO executive. Hey, I can go get some of this money over there at DAZN too. And I want my fighters to be able to, I want the best for my fighters. I want to have them be able to fight over here when they want to and fight over there when they want to, right? That's his logic. What I'm hearing is you want to be able to make money over here. You want to make money over there. You want to make money over there. But here's the problem, Lou. All these guys are competing with one another. They're competing with one another. So when you go over there, you become this guy's competitor. If you are sending fighters to DAZN, you're competing with Showtime. If you take a fighter to ESPN, you're competing with DAZN. You got to pick a lane, man. Eddie Hearn picked his lane. Bob Arum picked his lane. Al Heyman made his own lane. And it is what it is. Hey, shoulda. That's just how that's how the dice roll, man. That's just how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. So after all this stuff comes out and And it's known now why you don't see Lou Dibella over there on the PBC, because Steven Espinoza gave that interview on Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Lou Dibella is giving more interviews now, right? So it's all on. So he's getting a lot of people asking questions about him. And Lou Dibella says in one of these interviews, he's asked about whether he thought Deontay Wilder really wanted the fight with Anthony Joshua, right? Because remember, Steven Espinoza is saying that they're not working with Lou Dibella because Lou Dibella wasn't loyal. He was sending people to the zone, and he was doing it from, like Regis Prograis left the network, and Tevin Farmer's fighting over there, right? And Lou Dibella saying, no, it's because I set up this, it's because of one thing, because I set up the Deontay Wilder meeting with the zone. So they asked that follow-up question, well, let's talk about the meeting. Do you really think Deontay Wilder wanted to fight Anthony Joshua? And he says, I think Deontay Wilder wants to fight Anthony Joshua, but I think that but sometimes the management doesn't want the fight. Whoa, so you're saying that Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman didn't want that fight? Mighty convenient, Lou. Mighty convenient. Because I could have sworn that when the $50 million was offered to Anthony Joshua from Deontay Wilder, I could have sworn I heard you on the Boxing Voice talking about how that $50 million was real for that offer. And I could have sworn that I heard you say that it wasn't contingent on BT Sports being available, being a part of the deal, and but you talked about the offer that they made, and you said that offer was legitimate. That's when you were working with Deontay Wilder. So when you were working with Deontay Wilder and he made an offer to Anthony Joshua of $50 million, and the offer came from Al Heyman, the offer came and was arranged by, in conjunction with Shelly Finkel and yourself, then that management team wanted the fight. But when Deontay Wilder is offered something by DAZN, Deontay Wilder didn't want the fight. What changed? I wonder what changed. I think what changed is that now Lou Dibella is salty because he's hanging ass out in the wind. He just had one, man, I'm telling you, man, this dude it's been rough. He's lost, Regis Prograis lost a couple months ago, lost to Josh Taylor, right? Yesterday, he lost another champion in Tevin Farmer. And see, here's the thing. If Lou Dibella had the ability to make the fights that he wanted to make, Tevin Farmer wouldn't have been fighting Jojo Diaz. Come on, man. I'm not a professional matchmaker, and I could see that coming. That was a bad style matchup for Tevin Farmer. And also, why is Tevin Farmer fighting 5 times a year, Lou? Man, let the boy rest, man. Let his body rest, man. This dude's been in training camp. For 2 straight years, man. Anyway, it is what it is, man. Those are just sour grapes out of Lou Dibella, man. Their team wanted the fight. Maybe the issue was that, like Lou Dibella also explained in that particular interview about an interview yesterday about Regis Prograis, right? That there were some rights that were being requested of Deontay Wilder in the actual offer that they didn't address, that might have pissed off or might have made Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel and Deontay Wilder think, man, that DAZN is trying to get over on you. Like the fact that they didn't get notified of that DAZN didn't contact them to try to make the meeting. If DAZN wanted to sign Deontay Wilder, why would they go through Lou Dibella to try to sign Deontay Wilder? Why wouldn't they go through Al Heyman or go through Shelly Finkel? Everybody knows that is the situation with Al Heyman, with Deontay Wilder. Why wouldn't they do that? Maybe they just don't like doing business like that. And I don't think that's an unreasonable thing, man. hey, dude, pick a side of the street and stick to it, man. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.